Hello, welcome to this channel. I am Dr. Babajide Bestman Ojo. In today's video, I'm going to talk about the second type of funding that is available to fund your master's or PhD in the United States. Before I continue, I just want to mention that in my last video, I talked about scholarships and where you can find them. So if you have not seen that video, please check it out on the link above. Like I said earlier, I'm going to talk about fellowships today. And for the most part, scholarships and fellowships are usually similar in the sense that they both provide financial aid. But the word fellowship sometimes is attached to a status. So in a case where someone is granted a fellowship, then that person is usually referred to as a fellow. So for example, you've heard of Cambridge Fellow before, right? So something like that. Also, while scholarships are usually based solely on academic merit or academic achievements such as GPA or other minute things, fellowships are often attached to research, and because it is attached to research, most of the time if you are granted a fellowship, it usually comes with a little bit more money depending on the funding agency. In my last video, I said scholarships are very competitive, right? If you remember, but fellowships are even more competitive than scholarships because it's attached to research most of the time, and if you have not shown some certain qualities as regards research, you might not be as competitive for those fellowship positions. Now, funding agencies for fellowships are usually federal agencies such as the National Institute of Health, and also there are some NSF fellowships as well, National Science Foundation fellowships, and also there are some from the United States Department of Agriculture for those that are in agriculture related fields. Fellowships can also be found on university websites or graduate college websites. So some colleges usually have fellowships that are granted to like the top PhD students. So if you are very qualified, you might want to check that out. In most cases, when graduate colleges or universities offer fellowships, usually students or applicants cannot apply directly to those fellowship positions unless they go through departmental approval before they can be granted those fellowships. In other words, if you are a very good student, a top student, you cannot apply for these positions, and you have to now market yourself to the departments that you are going to in order to get some of these fellowships. We'll talk about how to market yourself for some of these funding opportunities in another video. But for today, I just wanted to know that fellowships are available both at federal agency level, and also it could be at the university level as well. Now, below this video in the description, I'm going to add the links to some fellowship opportunities that are available to fund your master's or PhD. Now, some of these fellowship opportunities may not be available at the start of your program, while some are available. For example, the university fellowships may be available at the start of your program. Some of these fellowships, for example, the ones from federal agencies such as NIH, may require that you are already admitted into a program before you can apply to those fellowships. So you might just want to have the link kept somewhere for later in case you need funding during your PhD. So that's all I have for you today on fellowships. Do check out the links below for fellowship opportunities, and in my next video I'm going to talk about the most common form of funding that thousands of students take advantage of for their master's or PhD, which is assistantship. So I'm going to talk about assistantship in my next video and how to set yourself up for some of those assistantship positions. So if this is something you would like to learn, please subscribe to the channel and do well to share the information about this channel with your friends who might benefit from the information here. Till next time, I am Babajide Ojo. See ya.